Let's move on because we should just dedicate a whole podcast to Kim trying to fit in ladies who have dyed dresses because it is apparently a very hot topic here on the Hot Hollywood podcast. Sarah, I hope this also involves a gigantic butt busting open a seam.
I mean, in theory, I'm not totally sure how this is going to plan out, but Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen's oldest daughter, Sami Sheen, she just turned 18, and she's on OnlyFans, you guys. As we know, OnlyFans is the way to make your money these days, and she is on OnlyFans, and Sami has had some issues with her famous parents in the last couple years. She lived with Denise, as we saw on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, if you watched that program, as you should. Then she angrily. She was angsty. She was an angsty teen. I mean, she's Charlie Sheen's daughter.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Then she moved,
and just a 15-year-old at the time.
And now she's 18. She moved in with Charlie late last year, I believe. She was having some issues with Denise and Denise's husband's Aaron's rules. You know, can't imagine what they were. Charlie, according to Denise, didn't have quite as many rules, which would make sense, right? But now Sami is seemingly back under Denise's roof and is allowed in some way to be on OnlyFans. The parents have given statements. Charlie said, "I don't condone this, but since I'm unable to prevent it, I urge her to keep it classy, creative, and not sacrifice her integrity." Well, he also made it clear that in his statement that Sami is not under his roof anymore. Well, Denise told us in a statement, Sami is 18 and this decision wasn't based on whose house she lives in. All I can do as a parent is guide her and trust her judgment, but she makes her own choices. Sami posted her first bikini shot on her Instagram and Denise did comment and she said, "Sami, I will always support you and have your back. I love you."
You know, OnlyFans is famous or infamous because people do a lot of nudes and sort of like sex work on OnlyFans. But we don't know that that's how Sami is going to use her account.
We have a pretty good idea.
But let's just see.
What do you think Sami's going to post?
Let's just
with
see
that
what
bikini
happens. Well,
picture.
maybe
exclusive videos watching 2.5 Men with Charlie.
Bikini pictures, you know, which like all the girls post bikini pictures on their Instagram.
Ain't nobody signing up for her bikini pics.
Well, I mean, I know.
18
well,
is just
let's
so
see.
young.
It's very, very young. But I also, it's like newsflash, guys. Like, who would have thought that the daughter of Charlie Sheen, who grew up in a house where, you know, Charlie was not always the best ex-spouse to Denise. He was very, it was a very acrimonious split.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
she got no money.
You know, and Denise, who really, really cares so deeply for her animals, you know, like she has that cute little dog hotel at her house.
Yeah.
And I think maybe her, you know, maybe Sami sort of felt like she had to make her own.
And she had a daughter with special needs. Denise has a daughter with special needs. Adopted Eloise, who...
And there's the other, Lola is the other daughter of Charlie and Denise.
Yes.
Wonder what she's up to.
This is, you know, we'll never know.
Maybe she's
until she's 18.
Assistant for Sami's.
Maybe she's getting a cut.
Listen, guys, I watch Euphoria. Do you guys watch Euphoria? So none of this really surprises me.
Right.
But let's actually just see what happens.
Okay.
I definitely think she will be going nude, if not like having sex on camera.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
This is not, you know, the first time that someone who's turned 18, boy or girl, wants to show their sexuality, to become a sexual being. It is, I call it like the pop star requirement, right? Madonna did it. Britney did it with Slave for You. Miley Cyrus,
Britney
Bangers era. Britney, this was right before it. But when, you know, 18, 19, 20, people are really coming into their sexuality and they want to explore it in a lot of different ways. And especially when your dad has brought home prostitutes for your entire life, you have a different view of what that is.
You do, but sometimes you go the opposite way. Like you have kind of crazy parents or out there parents, and then you reject that. Like I would almost think my dad being Charlie Sheen would make me like straight-laced because I'd be like scared to end up with AIDS.
Because you got the tiger blood in you.
Right.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe,
but also like,
you know,
Sami, good luck. I don't want to hate on her too much.
that sibling. We'll just have to see.
Yeah. And Sami, you look really pretty. She looks very pretty in the thing.
She's Denise Richards' daughter.
Exactly.
Right. Well.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina Garibaldi, the host of Us Weekly Celebrity Coverage. Don't forget to hit subscribe for the latest celebrity news, tips, and video. And for much more content, make sure you head on over to usmagazine.com, the official home of Us Weekly magazine.